Hello, my friends. This is Meir. The time is counting down. I'm going to start my training on Sunday. And I cannot tell you how much I'm looking forward to have this training. I have a wonderful group of people. It's not a big one. It's a small one, but wonderful people. And if anyone wants to join us, please do so. Unlike the previous class, it was huge. And that was a 6-day. This one is 2 weeks. And it was on natural vision improvement. This is on natural vision improvement, kinesthetic awareness, and the rest of the body. Last message, I was talking about my friend Barbara from Austria that thought that she sees nothing until I discovered for her that actually she has some vision. And the walk ahead with her on the mountain, and in that time, Mount Tamalpais had stairs, and we walked, and we were in a time of the day when it was stair versus shade. And when she realized again and again when it is stair and when it is shade, she started to look at large objects, and eventually could get even yogurts and other things out of the shelf in the supermarket, and was able to write with felt pen. She was one of my most successful cases, even though you would say that her improvement was minuscule comparing to normal vision. But today, for example, I had a wonderful lady in her 80s, psychologist, who came to me for one long session, and I discovered for her that actually, even though she had diagnosis with macular degeneration in one eye, it wasn't actually a correct diagnosis, and she had more or less normal vision there. But it was under tremendous load because the other eye had major loss of vision, and she lost all ability to use that eye. And that reminds me of the lady who came to me, beautiful young woman, who had multiple sclerosis and was paralyzed, and the doctors told her parents that she will be dead or institutionalized, and they massaged her and got her out of bed, and she was walking and was normal. And then she basically complained to me that her left eye, that was had 5% vision after a multiple sclerosis attack, which attacks the nerves, was her active eye, and the other one is actually a lazy eye. And lazy eye means not that the eye is lazy, but the brain is not using it. So she wasn't able to do practically anything. The funny thing is that in my work, I learned to work always on the weaker part of the body. So I worked on her brain and started to connect between her brain and the eye where she lost most of her vision. We in fact improved the vision there a little bit. And lo and behold, the eye that was a lazy eye started to work. She improved her vision to 75% because the eye actually had it in store. She just did not use it. But by working on the eye that became nearly blind, that used to be the better seeing eye and the one that she used, and by the way, that's what made her so weak, because she overused it and she suppressed the vision from the lazy eye, which is a lot of work for dominant eye. Well, at the end of the day, what happened is, by activating the seeing eye, the lazy eye stopped being lazy, and she was able to drive again and function again, lecture, and she took my training, which was very, very interesting. And the training helped her a lot. I remember a person who had episodes of the brain when he was dysfunctional. He was afraid to take my training because he was afraid he'll get tired. But instead of getting tired, he was able to lie down in a room upstairs. We have a dark room where you can really relax. And he felt that taking my training put him back in life. So basically, one thing that we should know is that our latent potential is amazing. I think that some of you probably remember the story that I've described in Movement for Self-Healing of a wonderful Native American lady who came to me. She was then 17 and she came back when she was 18, complaining that one of her eyes is legally blind, but she can read with it, and the other eye can only see colors and light. And when I put her in a dark room and put two eye patches on her seeing eye, which is her left eye, and I had blinking lights. Well, first she could sense that the lights are blinking. Then she could sense the color. And then she could see the lamp. And then she could see us. And that was amazing. Amazing. She went to all the specialists in Canada. And they saw that she can see color and light, but they didn't wait until she could see more and more. And basically her brain wrote off all the vision that can come from her right eye. And we discovered that she had 5% vision there, which was not materialized. As we worked on that, her vision improved by leaps and bounds in the eye that she saw first 20%, and she ended up seeing 75% in that eye. So again, waking up the area that is asleep, I've learned with many cases, helps us very much to activate areas that could be functional. I don't think too many people discovered it before. It's even true about my early work, which I will describe to you more next time. So it's important for me that you will be aware that your potential is huge. And the reason I'm teaching my basic training is, first of all, for you to realize your own potential. What can be done to you, by you, and how you can get better. Then, I teach you great body works with which you can wake up potential in other people. And then, I will teach you how to inspire them. And when you work with faith and your personal experience, you can only do better. Look at the case of Laura that we are describing now, that simply got rid of her glasses, but she took my 6-day class and my training course and eventually knew me much better and connected me to some yoga places, and it really went well. Have a wonderful day. I may speak with you soon, and thank you for hearing me. Blessings, Meir.